Like,
Switch the switches.
hi, this is Kim.
This is Andy.
And we're going to read to you from the Urantia book. I'm going to show you, I got my favorite shirt on today.
Your Urantia shirt.
No, it's my Urantia shirt.
Your Urantia shirt.
My Urantia shirt. Get it?
Yeah. It's your Urantia shirt.
It's my Urantia shirt, but it's, yeah. Okay, so sometimes I try too hard. Anyway, we got, today's November 22nd. We got Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey.
Today it's from Isaac of Nineveh.
Isaac of Nineveh. Who's this dude? Okay, so he was born in the year 613 and died in around 700. So, and he was a Saint Isaac the Syrian, right? He was of the East Syriac. He was East Syriac Christian bishop and theologian, best remembered for his written works on Christian asceticism. And of course, you understand asceticism is kind of the practice of denying the body in favor of the spirit. So we try to, in asceticism, they try to divest themselves of the, yeah. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Of the needs of the. Of course, there's something to that, but the body doesn't just go away either, not till we die. So I guess I'd rather just try to take care of my body and treat it as, it's God's house. It's a temple. But anyway, we'll go ahead and see what he says. Who's calling you, dude?
I don't know, but I'm going to silence it.
Okay, thanks.
So today, from Isaac of Nineveh, Lord, grant me to feel the power of the words that describe your mysteries. In other words, help me to feel the words that describe the mysteries.
And that's how totally I feel about the Urantia book. Even the places I can't understand this. This is like so beyond my reckoning. So, but I feel the power behind these words. Yeah. Do you feel that sometimes? Like, what? Just like,
right.
That's why I love this book so much. Okay. Well, we've been talking about the supernifem, and specifically the secondary supernifem, who are divided into the different groups that will help us pass through the 7 circuits of heaven when we're closing in on paradise to meet in person with God the Father and the Son and the Spirit. So, and I think we're on the 5th circuit.
Okay.
The Trinity Guides. Okay. So this is paper 26, part 7, the Trinity Guides. Okay. Trinity Guides are the tireless ministers of the 5th circle of the Havona training of the advancing pilgrims of time and space. The spiritual graduates here are designated candidates for the deity adventure, since it is on this circle, under the direction of the Trinity Guides, that the pilgrims receive advanced instruction concerning the divine Trinity in preparation for the attempt to achieve the personality recognition of the infinite spirit. And here, the ascending pilgrims discover what true study and real mental effort mean as they begin to discern the nature of the still more taxing and far more arduous spiritual exertion that will be required to meet the demands of the high goals set for their achievement on the worlds of this circuit. So sounds awesome to me. This is school, baby. I can do school.
Yep.
I know how to go to school and study. That's one of my favorite things to do. I know I'm
I
weird.
mean, even after this earthly Urantian life,
We're already in heaven, but we have to learn about all this stuff so that we can go and gain an audience with the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The most faithful and efficient are the Trinity Guides. And each pilgrim receives an undivided attention, and enjoys the whole affection of a secondary super FM belonging to this order. Never would a pilgrim of time find the first approachable person of the Paradise Trinity were it not for the help and assistance of these guides and the host of other spiritual beings engaged in instructing the ascenders respecting the nature and technique of the forthcoming deity adventure. So they help us and they have affection for us. Yeah. That's so nice.
Yeah.
You know, as a teacher, I know that some of your students are just easier to like than other ones. But they will have affection for us. And we can ask them questions.
It's hopeful.
And they'll guide us and try to get us to see things the way they see it. See, that's really awesome.
There's help ahead.
There's help on each one of these levels. There are these magnificent angels. And this is about the fifth circuit. So I suppose, you know, when you get to the third, yeah. Okay, so then the fourth is about, so this one is about learning about the spirit, the infinite spirit. Then the fourth one is the sun finders. The third one is the father guides. Fourth, third. Okay, so then what's the second and the first ones? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out when it gets there. Because I guess I was thinking the first, second, and third would be like the Father, Son, and Spirit. Right? But here they're saying the fifth one already is the Spirit. Okay, you know, we'll worry about it when we get there. I can't remember about it. Anyway, we're on the fifth circuit, the Trinity Guides. You go? After the
completion of the course on this circuit, the Trinity Guides take their pupils to its pilot world and present them before one of the many triune commissions functioning as examiners and certifiers of candidates for the deity adventure. These commissions consist of one fellow of the finalatures, one of the directors of conduct of the order of primary supernafim, and either a solitary messenger of space or a trinitized son of paradise. When an ascendant soul actually starts for paradise, he is accompanied only by the transit trio, the supergraphic circle associate, the graduate guide, and the ever-present servital associate of the latter. Wow.
So it's like, remember reading about these is like the servital. I have the hypothesis that this is like the manifestation of your highest self externally, right? That guides you because you have this vision of the self that you could be.
I like that.
Okay, maybe. I'm just I'm just conjecturing. I don't know these things, but I'm imagining, and I kind of test my little theories to myself, and yeah.
Okay, these excursions from the Havona circles to paradise are trial trips. The ascenders are not yet of paradise status. They do not achieve residential status on paradise until they have passed through the terminal rest of time subsequent to the attainment of the Universal Father and the final clearance of the Havona circuits. Not until after the divine rest do they partake of the essence of divinity and the spirit of supremacy, and thus really begin to function in the circle of eternity and in the presence of the Trinity. The ascender's companions of the transit trio are not required to enable him to locate the geographic presence of the spiritual luminosity of the Trinity, rather to afford all possible assistance to a pilgrim in his difficult task of recognizing, discerning, and comprehending the infinite spirit sufficiently to constitute personality recognition.
What is that like? I'm thinking like come into this place where all of there's different Waldos everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we have to find the one that has the characteristic of that we've trained to recognize as the one or something like that. I don't know.
I see it more as coming into a new place and trying to get your bearings on who's who and what's happening and who am I, why am I here, and which way am I going.
Okay.
Any ascendant pilgrim on paradise can discern the geographic or locational presence of the Trinity. The great majority are able to contact the intellectual reality of the deities, especially the third person, but not all can recognize or even partially comprehend the reality of the spiritual presence of the Father and the Son. Still more difficult is even the minimal spiritual comprehension of the Universal Father.
Okay, so yeah, so it's like, how do we recognize what we're looking for?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're kind of saying. No, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right. We're in the process of sorting out the mystery.
Sorting out the mystery and eliminating other extraneous like possibilities that, you know what I mean? Because I think even now it's like people don't have that discernment quality that they need to sort out, well, what's good for them, what's helpful and what's dangerous, and they're yeah, yeah, kind of. Do you want to finish?
Seldom does the quest for the infinite spirit fail of consummation, and when their subjects have succeeded in this phase of the deity adventure, the Trinity Guides prepare to transfer them to the ministry of the Sun Finders on the fourth circle of Havana. So much for the fifth circle.
That's that. So when we get here, we should be prepared to find the infinite spirit. And here we go to we go excursions to paradise, but we don't stay there, but we can go check it out and stuff, kind of like, when you're in college, you go check out the school that you want to go to or something. So they go with here the service trio, the graduate guide, the ever-present servitor, and superaphic circle associate. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, they've got plans for us. They've got, when we say that God has a divine plan for us, this is kind of like that's what it kind of is like. Of course, it's going to be a little different for everybody, but yeah. So it's kind of overwhelming. It's kind of like so huge. Yeah.
But we continue to learn.
We continue to learn and grow and realize more and more. So today we have to go to our Urantia meeting. Go see our friends here and talk more about God, which is my favorite thing to talk about, right? Okay. All right. Love you guys.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.